Alright, welcome to Big Fly Multimedia. We're going to talk about my experience right now with Linux. I've been in Ubuntu Linux on my Toshiba satellite laptop, which we got right here. It's a satellite Toshiba. It's about a 17-inch. It's running great, man. I gotta tell you, this is way easier than the last time I tried it. The last time I tried it, it was on version 8. Let's see here. Right now we're on version 14.40, the long-term service version. I'm running it on the Toshiba satellite. I got 8 gigs of RAM. It's got a Core i7 processor, 64-bit version of the operating system. I got an 800 gig hard drive, and that's it. My initial impressions are just, I'm blown away. It's become so easy to use the Ubuntu distribution of the operating system. I'm blown away. Things have gotten so easy. This little icon up in the upper left hand corner, this will allow you to search for anything you want on the laptop, or it'll look on the web. There's some issues with allowing it to search the web with the integration of the Amazon stuff. It's sending information to Canonical about your search terms, and then of course they're going to feed that information back to you via results in your web searches or whatever. I'm not concerned with that. You can find the terminal like this really easy. It's super cool. Terminal works awesome, as it always has. But yeah, I got the Ubuntu distribution directly from the Ubuntu website here. This came in, went to the download page, went to desktop, and it told me what version, what it recommended. It was 64-bit. Hit download. It downloads an ISO file. Burn the ISO file to a DVD, and you're ready to install. The installation was super easy. The most difficult part of the installation for me was to get this Toshiba satellite to go into the BIOS settings so I could actually allow it to boot to the DVD. It turns out if you hold the F12 key down and then hit the power button, keep holding the F12 key down, it'll get you into the BIOS. You can set it to boot from the DVD. The standard browser is Firefox. I'm not going to mess with that right away. It works fantastic. It's quick enough for what I'm doing. It also comes with like the LibreOffice applications. Probably not going to use those a whole lot. I may tinker with them. Most likely, if I do need Office apps, I'll probably download OpenOffice for this computer. I'm a little more familiar with that. But the LibreOffice seems like it would be pretty easy to get into if you wanted to. The Amazon thing, don't really care much about. It's cool as you can come into your system settings, and this is very familiar looking to me from working on a Mac, which I do at work. But you can adjust all your settings, appearance, change your background. Yeah, really easy to work with. No complaints, no questions, no concerns. Just trying to find a good picture here to set this up. So yeah, it's been great. I've only been at it a couple of hours. I've done some stuff. I remember having G-parted on my old version of Ubuntu, version 8, and it's just an outstanding utility for partitioning stuff. And I had some old thumb drives that I had put boot partitions on in the past, and it's a pain in the butt in Windows, well, for me anyway, to go in and change that partitioning on those external devices. So I just threw them in here last night right after I installed it. I downloaded G-parted and away we went. Synergy for virtual KVM switching. I have it installed. Unfortunately, the version that I have on my Windows machines is newer than the version that was available for Linux, so the application launches, but I haven't been able to get it to hook up yet. For capturing this video in particular, I downloaded Open Broadcaster, which was just super simple to set up and install. Easier than it was on Windows, in my opinion. Just come to the Open Broadcaster website, go to the download section. Let's see here. Go to the download section, select Linux. This actually has Ubuntu 14.04, which is what I downloaded. and it's real simple. You just copy these commands into the terminal, and it downloads the software. Once the software is downloaded, you launch it, and you're good to go. Super happy that I decided to do this with this laptop. This is not my main computer. This is a computer that I'll probably travel with when I'm traveling for work, and I really only have to have email, Twitter. Oh, the Twitter app for Linux is fantastic. I really like it. Super simple, one click, pop, you're up, you're running, do your tweeting, whatever you got to do. There's this YouTube app, which I thought was pretty cool. It runs just like it does in a browser. In fact, I think this must be some kind of locked browser for just the YouTube application. But you can come in here, get into your channel. Let's check this out once. My channel. It's my one and only video that I've put on YouTube so far. This will probably be video number 2.
Today we're going to talk about the headphone
This
rack.
is it, and instant quick access to YouTube right on the desktop. This is the GUI, I believe Ubuntu calls it Unity, and this bar on the left I think is what they call a Unity launcher. It just allows you to put some applications and stuff in there. Fantastic, works great. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to download video editing software while I'm on here. And Kdenlive is what I've researched. And what's really cool about this, for the Ubuntu Software Center that we're in right here, if you know the name of the software, you can obviously type it in, but you can also type in video editing. And it's going to come up with a bunch of different options. Let's type in video, it comes up with all options. This is all the software in the Ubuntu Software Center repository. You can obviously load softwares that are not in the Ubuntu software repository using apt-get and whatnot, but fortunately this Kden software is in the repository, so the simple thing is just double click into it. What's really cool and what I really like now is you can get to the developer website directly in the software center. There's a lot of reviews on the software in here with really good information, both good and bad. But you just come into this Ubuntu Software Center to load software, find the one you like, click install, follow the instructions. It's going to download and install for you. I've got to put in my authentication. So yeah, now it'll just go ahead and download and install. Not all software is free. You do have to pay for some stuff, which I haven't done yet. But initially, my first impressions of Ubuntu 14.04, light years beyond the way it was 7 or 8 years ago when I tried it, and I think back then it was on around version 8. I'm really looking forward to exploring this. I'm going to do update videos when I find things of interest or problems that I overcome. I'm not going to show you my struggles. I'm only going to show you my struggles if I come up to a solution. So thanks for watching. When you see this video, I want you to know that it's going to be edited in the Kdenlive software that I'm downloading right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back when I have more information on Linux.